Hello, Scott.
Hello,
How are
Steve.
you?
How are you?
I, why I contacted you for it is because I was.
I can't hear you, mate. Sorry.
Hello, you all right?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Why I contacted you, it was because I was loving your song.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Steve. You've
for
gone all
Christmas.
crackly, mate. I can't hear you, mate.
Um, okay. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Right. Okay.
Well, that went well. I can only but apologise. I couldn't hear Steve. Very crackly on the other end, but allow me to introduce myself. I'm Scott Harrington from the group MB4. Steve's invited me onto the show to generally have a chat about my Christmas song and the things that are going on in the background. The Christmas song in general, I can honestly say it was written last year. It was taken from an old song that was kind of in the closet. It was actually called Live for the Moment to start with. Last year I got together with Steve and Louise and we was just having a little play around with it. And it was one of those songs that didn't quite go right, but I felt comfortable that there was something there. So me and Billy were sat in the garage where my makeshift studio is. And we just started changing lyrics and having a little play around and came up with Here Comes Christmas. We released it last year. To be fair, we was probably a bit late in releasing it, but it gave us a good taste of what people liked. And it went down really, really well with some people, and a lot of people weren't getting it. It was a bit, oh, we've got over this, we've got this and that. So it was left really too late. But this year we've had a good foot in the door, so to speak. And absolutely amazing response. I really can't believe how far it's gone. I mean, we've had America. I think I had one from New Zealand. Massive praise in Scotland for the song. And then it was a couple of weeks ago that a gentleman called Sheikh Tosif Aziz, and he's the FPCCI, which is the Federation of Pakistan Chambers and Commerce of Industries. And he approached me saying, we really like your song. And I was like, wow, it's in Pakistan. This is great. Lovely people. And all of a sudden, he's taken it from a basic level and he's really moved it up. Now, we've been invited over to Pakistan to go on their TV programs. They want to do interviews. And the best thing is they want MB4 to go over there and showcase who we are and sing live, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I mean, the guy hasn't been following me for long, but he has stretched out his arms and basically taken MB4. And to have the opportunity of sending things over, he's going to showcase us. And I mean, Sheikh Tosif, absolutely lovely bloke to talk to. I mean, he's not shy of getting his hands dirty at all. The guy who literally wears his heart on his sleeve, as any of my MB4 team will tell you. And he was expressing to me the other day, which was when I was at work at the time, and he was saying how many people in his country, like the 40s under, really, really love our style of music and how different it is. And the Christmas song gives them hope, which is absolutely wonderful, because the Christmas song itself, like I said, we released it last year and we didn't realise that COVID was going to come through and disrupt our how our world, I won't say just our country, it's our world. It's really taken its toll, and it's taken a lot of lives. So to hear that you've got certain countries listening to the words of the song and going, oh, wow, that's so relevant to this COVID-19 that's going on at the moment. And it was just so warming to get so much response from different countries. I mean, with Pakistan at the moment, major players in loving MB4. But close to that, I've got a lot of love in Great Britain, a massive amount of love in Scotland in general. America, we've had some real lovely feedback from America, to be fair. I've had radio shows ask me, oh, can we play your song on our show? Yeah, of course you can. Let's go for it. I mean, it's such a song. I'm so proud of what we came up with. It was a team effort, and I'll never take away that team aspect of creating something new and something special. So to actually have our song out there for people to listen to and get the kind words, and it's so warming. It really is. And especially this moment in time, it's a very delicate time for everyone. You've got the vaccines going around, and we're starting to try and pick up where we left off, and we know it's going to take a long time. So yeah, I think the song's absolutely, it's a beautiful song that kind of illustrates where we are at this moment in time. And if we all pull together, not just as like a team or a family, but as a world, as a unite as one. Yeah, I think I think there's something there. It's a lovely song, lovely song. Are you there, Steve? Okay. Solo. Anyway, so MB4. I created it on the 1st of January 2015. I was originally under another name, which I don't really want to mention because it was quite lame, but at the time I thought it was quite good. So I had me 1989, I joined the army, I served for the Queen. I came out 2002. Didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. And later down the line, I was diagnosed with having PTSD, anxiety, stress, and depression. A lot of it due to loss of family, and just generally the way things were going in my life. It wasn't a comfortable position to be in. And I found that sitting down and writing music worked, putting words to paper. You can express yourself more literally by putting your thoughts into paper. And the best thing is, if you don't like that thought, or you've got something to add to that thought, you can go and add it. Life, once it's happened, it's in the past. You can't change the past, but you can change the future. So I found myself just sitting down, putting the odd word down, and all of a sudden I was coming up with things and music and words I've never even thought would come out of my own head. And it was quite a couple of years ago, 2017. And I started my new job, and I met this lad called Billy McBlain. And we was talking about music, and he was into music. His sister sings, and she's got a really good voice as well. And he says, oh, have you ever thought about like making a band? I says, not really. I'll just do it for like a bit of fun time for me. I said, I've really never taken my music serious. He went, well, I've read some of your songs. He says, and there's something there, something special that I think you need to work with. I said, well, we'll go and have a beer. We'll talk about it and we'll see what happens. So it was about a week later. I went up to the local boozer, which can't go in now. Strange. And we was there talking. I says, well, do you sing? He says, well, I like to have a go. I says, well, pop round. We'll see what we come up with. And I think it was about a week into getting things sorted. And I'd written the lyrics for this song called No Turning Back. I'd made the backing track. It was all ready to go. And I said to him, do you fancy having a dabble at this? And we'll see where we'll go with it. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. So Sat there, started going through it, memorising the words and all that. Got the old 10 pence mic out. It weren't the most expensive mic, and it still ain't. But we had fun doing it. It left the reality for a while, and it gave us a moment of joy and happiness knowing that we're creating something that no one's ever heard before. So I started dabbling around. We started mixing and matching and all that. And fair enough, come up with a nice song. And then this gentleman, Cliff Haycock, he got involved, good friend of mine, and he was on about video. I said, well, I ain't got money to do a video. I says, we're going to have to do it, if not cheap, or literally on the cheap or free. He says, well, I've got a drone. He says, we can use a drone. I says, well, I've got an iPhone. We can use an iPhone. And he had a little camera. I was like, we'll meet up then. So we did. So the video to No Turning Back was predominantly done by a drone and an iPhone. And then Cliff took all the footage back, put it together. So yeah, we actually created a song for free. I'd done the backing track for free. Cliff mixed it and done it with his little wizardry all over it, put the video together, and apart from a bit of time and friendly compassion, we came up with something that is unique. So that was really the starting point of where we wanted to go. We found a nice little niche. We try and be different. We don't want to be like anyone else. I mean, I adore Bob Marley. I thought it was fantastic the way he presented himself. And then you've got David Bowie. David Bowie's artist, full stop. I mean, the way he started to where he ended up, you just can't fault the guy. David Bowie, yeah, like I said, he's unique, and obviously ended up in the film Labyrinth, one of my favourite films. But everything about it was like, he was so individual in what he done, and that appealed to me in such an explicit way. I wanted to be so independent and unique to what I tried to achieve and what I put on the table. So, like I said, when I wrote the song, originally it was Live for the Moment, and then a bit of teamwork, and it juggled, ended up a Christmas song. And I remember saying to Louise, look, I've got this Christmas song. Do you fancy singing on it? So, oh, send me the backing track and I'll see what I can do. So I sent her the backing track, and within 5 minutes, she's like, yeah, here we are, I'm singing on that, which is quite good because I felt it was definitely a strong female vocalist that was going to bring this song to life. And yeah, it works so well. I felt so proud. And every time I hear the song, it's little elements that are in it. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember doing. Oh, that was a sweet little touch just there, and oh, it's so fascinating, absolutely fascinating. But there we go. That's MB4. I'm Scott Harrington. Thank you for your time.